and we welcome you inside the Union broadcast booth as we are stationed here in Gillette for the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament. Aaron Poling and Dan Hubbard with you on the mic, Elon Olive on the ones and twos, as this is the Big Country Property pregame show brought to you by Bobby Dalzall. And when we come back, we'll have your El Paso All-American Mexican Girl scene set for today's matchup. You are listening to the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament online at mylocalradio.com.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
Get back to feeling your best with Evanston Regional Hospital Physical Therapy. If you find yourself struggling with pain or limited mobility in your everyday life, your recovery starts here. With a personalized treatment plan just for you, our experienced physical therapists will help you every step of the way to reach your goals and get back to doing what you love. Call us today to schedule an appointment. Evanston Regional Hospital, helping you get your life back.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District No. 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District No. 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Fresh and flavorful ingredients are what makes the best restaurants great. At El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant, each entree is prepared with only the freshest and tastiest ingredients. The menu includes everything from tacos to steak, fresh fruit waffles to omelets, and mouth-watering burgers to sandwiches. Come in and enjoy a meal today at the new El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant inside the Log Cabin on Bear River Drive.
Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth as you are tuned in to the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament brought to you by Signature Real Estate Group in Gillette. As we are set for our El Paso All-American and Mexican Girl scene set for today's matchup. And Dan, it's pretty easy. It's the first game of the tournament. You want to come out and set a tone for this tournament. You want to get that big win first day.
Yeah, especially since both these teams are accustomed to winning, having gone through their regular seasons and their district tournaments, and now trying to get here to go off on the right foot here in Gillette with really a lot on the line. You want to be able to get off to a good start with a victory and keep that momentum moving forward that you have bringing into this section of the tournament.
So the first matchup will be between the Portland Barbers and the Pocatello Running Rebels out of Oregon and Idaho, respectively, as it's going to be a great matchup. When we come back, we'll have our Coaches Show brought to you by Jake Major with the Bullock Agency, as you are listening to the 2023 Northwest Regional brought to you by Signature Real Estate Group in Gillette, all on mylocalradio.com.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Napa know-how isn't just for guys like this. Power tools. Every driver deserves quality parts. Practical. And cool. So you can do it yourself with Napa Auto Parts, or get it done for you at a Napa Auto Care Center. Which means Napa know-how is for you, karaoke car lady. And never popped a hood guy?
I can pop a hood.
You too, Mr. Park a mile away. Oh yeah. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how. Covalos, your one-stop farm and auto shop. Helping young people grow into productive adults is like putting a puzzle together. Each aspect of life is equal to one puzzle piece. Restful sleep, a healthy breakfast, a positive experience at home before school sets the tone for the whole day. Positive student interaction with teachers, district staff, coaches, and peers all add to the puzzle. At Uinta County School District Number 6, we work hard to make each puzzle piece meaningful and powerful for every student. By working together, we can help every student grow into a masterpiece. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
Hey there, I'm Jake Major, your local Medicare and insurance benefits advisor for the Bullock Agency of Wyoming. With over 25 years of experience protecting families in rural America, we understand the importance of having affordable insurance coverage. Whether you're searching for extra coverage or looking to understand and switch your Medicare options, I can help you find a range of top-rated insurance companies and tailor-made packages based on your needs. Call me, Jake Major, today at 307-209-4685, and let's discuss your insurance options. We're the Bullock Agency of Wyoming, when benefits matter.
Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth as you are tuned in to the Bobby Dolezal Big Country Properties pregame show in the middle of the Signature Real Estate Group in Gillette 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament, as it will be Portland taking on Pocatello, Oregon versus Idaho, as it is time for our Jake Major with the Bullock Agency pregame coaches show. We didn't have a chance to talk to the coaches, but Dan, you've been around baseball for quite some time. What would you be telling your guys if you had, just a couple of minutes to talk to them before the game?
Number one, the first thing I'm telling them is relax. Go into the game with a clear mind. It's early in the morning. These guys aren't used to playing at 9:30 in the morning. They like to have those afternoon and evenings to get ready for a game slowly. So relax, play within yourself, make good swings at the ball, make sound defensive decisions, and head into the game with an eye toward winning.
That is our Coaches Show, brought to you by the Bullock Agency, Jake Major, on the Big Country Properties pregame show. When we come back, we'll have your keys to the game, brought to you by Ellingford Brothers. You are tuned into the 2023 Northwest Regional Baseball Tournament here from Gillette, brought to you by Signature Real Estate Group in Gillette.
I don't know about you, but every time I go to the grocery store, I'm filled with anxiety. Do I have enough money? Meat prices have doubled. How can I ever work on food storage when I can hardly afford food for this week? Wyoming Wild Meats in Lyman is the solution. Weekly specials are posted on Facebook. Beef, pork, chicken for one meal or a mixed order to fill the freezer. You will find quality Gosner cheese and milk products and delicious bread. Because overhead is low, the savings are passed to every customer. Wyoming Wild Meats, offering fresh domestic meats.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
It's a great time to check out the digital banking options at Trona Valley Federal Credit Union and skip the trip. Members who enroll in digital banking can make deposits remotely, check bank balances, transfer money between accounts, make loan payments, and use automatic bill pay options. You can even connect Quicken or QuickBooks to your Trona Valley digital banking accounts. Learn how digital banking with Trona Valley Federal Credit Union can make your life simpler. Stop in today. Member NCUA. Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication, including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Welcome back to the 2023 Northwest Regional American Legion Baseball Tournament brought to you by Signature Real Estate Group in Gillette. I'm Aaron Poling, joined by Dan Hubbard. It is time for your Ellingford Brothers keys to the matchup. And Dan, got to imagine that both these teams are going to want to get off to a fast start.
I would think so. Offensively, get in there and swing the bats, use good pitch or take good pitches. Put the ball in play, and play well. For the Pocatello team, one of their keys is just going in is their pitching. They have dominant pitching, and their starting pitcher today, Brody Birch, a left-handed pitcher, throws very hard, has very good control. He's a heck of an athlete. I think we'll talk about some of their players. They have great athletes up and down the roster, but Brody Birch should or probably needs to go out and dominate and have a good start here in this tournament.
So it looks like it's a turf infield here at Gillette. How much do you think that's going to affect the teams, as it looks like the ball is probably going to get on you quicker as an infielder, as you'll probably have to charge a little less on normal ground balls hit to you. Do you think the turf's going to have any factor in the game?
It's going to have a couple of factors. First of all, it can be a little slick. A field like this is almost like a human. When it starts to get hot, it sweats. With a little bit of moisture that's underneath it will start to come back up, so it'll start to get slick as you make your way later into the afternoon. The big adjustment, you talked about the ball getting on you a little bit faster. It's the second bounce. First bounce will be normal. The second bounce has forward overspin, and it'll explode as it gets to you. So that second bounce is going to want to be higher than what you would normally take. So if you're not used to playing on it, infielders might take more balls in the chest or off the forearms rather than fielding it cleanly.
And one last thing I noticed is that there is a little bit of turf. When it goes to the outfield, there's about a foot strip of turf before it turns into natural grass. So if you're an infielder, you're going to have to watch your footing around there, as those are your Ellingford Brothers keys to today's matchup. As we're going to take a quick break. You're tuned in to the 2023 Signature Real Estate Group in Gillette Regional Tournament, brought to you by, on mylocalradio.com.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really streets. When you get to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. Best Western Dunmar Inn, Evanston.
I'm Officer Kevin Malatesta, Public Information Officer for the Cheyenne Police Department. Cheyenne Police Department, for the May mobilization, is really looking for people who aren't seatbelted in their cars. It's a secondary violation in Wyoming, but as we make traffic stops for speeding, cell phones, whatever it may be, we're going to be looking to make sure that people have their seatbelts on. As we've gone over, seatbelts do save lives, and way too many people in Wyoming aren't wearing them. We want to make sure that people get home safely, get to see their families again. So if they're involved in a car accident and that seatbelt is on, there's a much higher likelihood of that person making it through that accident, making it through without injuries even. When we have crashes without seatbelts, the consequences are much more severe.
The strategic plan for Una County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uintah County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
Early mornings, tired muscles, pride, and grit. At Varsity Inc., we know how much work goes into building competitive teams. We work hard providing the gear you need to celebrate the teams you love. Be your athlete's biggest fan in apparel from Varsity Inc. Come in today, 926 Main Street, Evanston.
Visitors on the scoreboard. Home team will be the state champions from Idaho.
And welcome back here to Hladky Stadium in Gillette, Wyoming. As we're getting ready to announce the starting lineups onto the field, we'll take a look at the starting lineups as well. Brought to you by Varsity Inc., where you're part of the team. First, the visiting team today is from Portland, Oregon. They'll line up this way as number 5, Eric Altman will lead off. He'll be the shortstop. Griffin Scott will hit second. He is in right field. J.D. Cannon hits third. He's the second baseman. Alex Inglis will be at third base. He'll hit in the cleanup spot. Ian Zalbetto is the left fielder and will hit 5th. Austin Wolf bats 6th. He'll be at first base today. Cooper Smith, or Copper Smith, I should say. Cooper Smith, I read the first time, will be the designated hitter. He'll hit in the 7th spot. Owen Tilden will do the catching for Portland, and he'll bat 8th. And Tristan Sieber is the center fielder, and he will hit 9th. Jackson Price will be on the mound today for the Portland to get the start. For Pocatello, Jace Vaughn, playing with a bit of a heavy heart, is the starting shortstop. We'll tell you about that, more about that in just a little bit. Luke Davis bats 2nd. He's at 2nd base. Martin Serrano is the designated hitter. Gunnar Wilhelm will be behind the plate. He'll hit in the 4 spot. Cade Evans is the center fielder. He'll hit 5th. J.D. Gunderson hits 6th, and he'll be over at 3rd. Caden Knowles, the first baseman, hits 7th. Ryan Foltz hits 8th, and he will be in right field. And Elias Blackhawk is the left fielder and will bat in the number 9 spot. Brady Birch, left-hander, throws hard will be the starting pitcher today for the Rough Riders from Pocatello. So, what do you think going into the game here, Aaron? This opening game of the tournament, pressure either way, or you just try to settle down and play through it?
I think there's probably going to be nerves on both sides. Both these teams, it's their first time here. I don't know if in history if it's first time here in a little while. As Pocatello, they took out Idaho Falls, who has been the representative from the Northwest region at the American Legion World Series the last couple of years. So I imagine nerves before that first pitch, but as soon as that first pitch is thrown, they are going to, I'm sure, relax, and it's going to be another baseball game.
So they're continuing to announce the starting lineups. Do we need another break before first pitch? Nope, we'll keep it here. Okay, so as they continue to roll through the starting lineups today for Pocatello. So we still have the national anthem coming up here in just a moment as well. Weather-wise for today, you couldn't ask for much better weather. Just some patchy clouds around the area. The weather will be here tomorrow. We'll talk about that later on too. But nice, comfortable day. Not much of a breeze, and about 74 degrees here at game time here this afternoon.
Yeah, you can't paint a better picture of a day for baseball, especially for this tournament at such a huge stage as we're going to go to the national anthem.
Base our tournament director, Gene Kachinka, for the players. Code of conduct.
Welcome, gentlemen. Beautiful day for baseball. And repeat after me. I will keep the rules. Keep faith with my teammates. Keep my temper. Keep myself fit. Keep a stout heart in defeat. Keep my pride under in victory. Keep a sound soul. Keep a clean mind and a healthy body.
Hi, Miss Holden. Please stand, remove cover, and face the flag.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in
our national anthem from here in Gillette, Wyoming. Symmetrical because there's just a little bit of an angle and a kink in the power alleys on each side that the outfielders are going to have to be aware of on balls hit that way, because they may not necessarily come back straight off the wall.
Yeah, it's something that I haven't seen a lot of in Legion baseball, is the fence the way it is, because if you're a right-handed hitter and you hit a fly ball that kind of tails back towards left field, if you hit it off that 379 sign, that ball's coming right off the fence to center field. As it looks like we are getting the first pitch thrown.
So our ceremonial first pitch is going out to the mound and going to work out of the stretch off the rubber nonetheless, as the first pitch is a dandy. And we're ready to play baseball in this Northwest Regional. The winner of this tournament, come the end of the tournament, will punch their ticket to the National Championship Tournament, which will come up next weekend. This is the first of 4 games today, with Portland taking on Pocatello as Pokey takes the field. They will be the home team today. Coming up later today is Helena against Cheyenne. That'll follow our game. The afternoon session will feature Eagle Rock, Alaska against Rocky Mountain, Colorado. And then the late game tonight with a 7:30 scheduled first pitch, Lakeside Recovery from Washington will go up against the home team, Gillette, Wyoming. I know we talked about this ad nauseum in the car on the way up here, but how do you handicap the tournament?
I really like Cheyenne to come back. They were in the championship game last year against Idaho Falls, and then, of course, Pocatello on the field right now. They took out the Northwest Regional champions last year in Idaho Falls, so you have to give them, I think they're going to come out and have a really good tournament as well. Cheyenne and Pocatello have played this year already in a tournament in the preseason, and Cheyenne won that game 2-1, but those are 2 teams that I'm looking out for. They're 2 teams that I also probably know quite a bit about. We have limited information on a couple of the teams, but we'll learn more, and I'm sure this is going to be a great week of baseball.
It should be. It'll be very interesting. As we were talking to one of the tournament directors when we came in, he said this is my whatever year this is that he's worked this tournament, and he's never seen a team other than a team from Idaho win. So it'll be an interesting situation. So we're ready to play ball here at 9:39, just 38 we'll call it officially, and it's 74 degrees. Aaron Altmark will lead off. He is the shortstop. Griffin Scott and J.D. Canyon also hit here in the first inning. And the first pitch from Brady Birch is a fastball over at the knees for a called strike.
If there were any nerves, Birch didn't show any there. Perfect fastball in the inside corner.
Birch has probably played his way through nerves, and we'll tell you why. This may be a big start for him, but he's certainly used to the spotlight. His next pitch is hit foul back into the screen, and it's 0-2. Now one of the umpires wants to come out and going to make Birch take the sweatbands off of his forearms, and he takes them off, stuffs them in his back pocket, and he's ready to go back to work. For Birch, playing in front of big crowds and excelling in big moments is kind of second nature to him, as he stands both feet on the rubber. Roxon comes home to well in the ground ball towards short. There's Vaughn. He'll gobble it up, couple of skip steps, throws across in time for the out.
It's got to feel good for the Pocatello infield. Get that first ground ball out of the tournament. Now you just sit back, relax, and it's just another baseball game.
Now here's Griffin Scott, the right fielder. For Brady Birch, not only was he part of the team that won the 4A state championship during the high school season for Pocatello, but he also is a very good distance runner. As the next pitch is hit foul off the first base side, and it's 0-1. He's a distance runner. He runs in the 1,500 meters and the 5,000 meters, and he qualified for state at those distances, along with his Pocatello teammates also qualifying for state in the baseball tournament as the pitch misses outside, and it's 1-1. Unfortunately for him, the baseball tournament finals and the track finals in Idaho were on the same weekend as a pitch hit foul at home plate, and it's 1-2. So in between games, when he wasn't pitching baseball, because when he's not pitching, normally he plays second base, he was off running. So he was jumping back and forth between the baseball diamond and the track where the finals were being run, as the next pitch is on the outside corner at the knees for a called third strike. 2 outs here in the top of the first. First strikeout for Birch. So he was jumping back and forth between the ballpark and the track to be able to participate in all of his events. Now, as good as he is in baseball, he's actually accepted a scholarship to go run track, and he'll run those two distances, his preferences, the 1,500 and the 5,000, when he goes to attend Idaho State next year. Here's the pitch home, and the first pitch here to J.D. Cannon. Hit foul off the third base side, and it's 0-1.
Got to imagine it's weird to prep for your start in a state championship game by running 3.1 miles.
Yeah. Of course, when if you're a pitcher and you've been doing that long, you know all about running. You run between starts ad nauseum as a pitch up high, and it's 1-1. Birch ready again. He'll wind and come home. That pitch is sprayed foul along the left field side. It's going to stay foul, and it's now 1-2.
Birch way ahead in the count. Big opportunity here for Pocatello to go 1-2-3 in the top half of the inning and go get the sticks to the plate.
Birch ready. Here he comes, the 1-2. Ground ball to the right side. Davis charges, has it on a couple of hops, and throws him out. And just like that, Portland is out in the top of the first inning as they go 1-2-3, and we'll come back when we do. The Pocatello Rough Riders will hit in the bottom of the first inning.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
At Y-Hi, we are with you is more than just 3 simple words. It encompasses the principles we live by to serve our members and local communities. So if you're looking to keep your banking relationships local with a partner who will always be there for you, look to us. We're Y-Hi. We're Wyoming. We're with you. Visit yhi.org to learn how you can be a part of something bigger today.
Dan Hubbard back with you here in Gillette, Wyoming, along with Aaron Poling and our producer-engineer for this first game, Elon Olaf, with us here as well, as Portland goes out in order in the first inning, and we'll go to the bottom of the first, as Pocatello will come up for the first time.
Yeah, heading into the bottom of the first inning in the field for the Barbers out of Portland, it's going to be the same thing. They're probably going to be nervous until that first pitch is thrown, that first ground ball, or the first fly ball is fielded in the outfield. And it's just natural for human beings to be a little nervous about. You have the opportunity to go to the American Legion World Series if you win this tournament, of course. These kids are going to come out and be a little nervous. It's a big opportunity for them.
So here's Pocatello. We're ready to go here in the bottom of the first inning. Jace Vaughn will lead off. Luke Davis and then Martin Serrano will hit here in the first inning. We mentioned during the starting lineups that the Rough Rider shortstop, Jace Vaughn, playing with a little bit of a broken heart as the first pitch swung on and missed. And they found out after they had loaded the buses to head over here to Gillette a couple of days ago that his grandfather had passed away. So playing with just a little bit of a heavy heart. Ground ball to the right side. Backing up to get a hop is Wolf. He'll carry it to the bag in time for the out. So certainly we send our best not only to Jace but the entire Vaughn family. Here's the second baseman, Luke Davis. Davis, when this team was put together, Davis was like the odd man in. Most of the team is made up of guys from Pocatello High School. Davis goes to one of the other 3 high schools in Pocatello as he plays and attends Highland High School. So he was the one guy, and I'm sure they all know each other anyway because they play Legion and other levels of baseball together, but he was one of the guys from outside the school district, so to speak, and attends another school as that pitch is outside and low, 1 ball and 1 strike.
It's great that baseball can bring communities together, and you make a lot of friends that way.
Next pitch again outside, 2 balls and a strike. They play slightly around the other way for Davis. The left fielder, Sobato, is way over into left center field as they give him the line, as I think he's going to be a spray hitter and try to take the ball the other way. Well, that pitch misses down low, and it's 3 balls and a strike.
Hitters count here, looking for the pitch you hit the hardest and the spot you hit it the hardest.
Hit in the air toward right field as the right fielder, Scott, comes up. Now has to back up a couple of steps. Has to shade his eyes a wee bit, but he makes the catch, and there's 2 outs.
It's a pretty good swing there from Davis. He went the opposite way, drove the ball pretty far, just missed hitting it into the gap.
So 2 down. Martin Serrano will come up. Serrano, the DH today, not playing behind the plate. He's normally a catcher, and he's one of the best receivers of the baseball that I have seen playing at this level in many, many years. It takes the first pitch over for a strike and 0-1.
Real tall kid. Let's see if he can build some leverage into his swing.
The 0-1 pitch. Oh, he is powerful. that is for sure.
So that foul ball exploded off of his bat into the netting.
So Price jumps out in front of Serrano, no balls and 2 strikes as he tries to match Birch and set the opponent down in order in the first inning. As he rocks, and here's the 0-2. On the corner, nope, just a little low, says the home plate umpire. Home plate umpire today is Gary Delgado. Pat Zink is over at first, and Nick Stevens around at third. The 1-2. Half swing, went too far. He goes down on strikes. And Pocatello rolls over here in the bottom of the first inning as well. So we're scoreless after 1 on the Signature Real Estate Group in Gillette broadcast of the American Legion Northeast Bracket Tournament.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe. I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
I'm safe to my family. I buckle up because it keeps me safe. Go Pups, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Do something good for yourself. Give your home a new look. At Kazine's Furniture in Evanston, their friendly staff will help you make your home a peaceful and beautiful place to be. Comfortable furniture, appliances, artwork, lighting, and accessories work together to create an enjoyable and inviting atmosphere in your home. Make your living and sleeping space a wonderful place to be. With brands like Serta, Ashley, GE, and more, visit Kazine's Furniture at 941 Front Street in Evanston.
Alex Iglesias leads it off for Portland here in the top of the second. First pitch hit foul. The second one was a fastball that's high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Birch ready again, comes home. Off speed this time, and he's out in front of it, and it's 1-2.
I think that's the first time we've really seen that breaking ball out of Birch as he goes to it here in the top of the second inning.
The 1-2 pitch. Hit off the thumbs, rolled. Going to be foul ball just outside the bag as it got to the bag. Knowles picks it up in foul ground, and it's 1-2 as Inglis will come back. Yeah, the thing about the Pocatello starters, they're all real good, and they all throw real hard, and they live and die on the fastball. If you can sit out the fastball and just know it's going to come, spit on the curveball and wait for that fastball to come into the zone, you make a pretty good lick at it. chopper over the mound. There is Davis near the bag, gloves it, straightens and throws him out.
It's a good play there by Davis. That's an example that we talked about here in the pregame show during our Ellingford Brothers Key to the Game. That second bounce came up about chest high for Davis, and he waited on it, was able to sit there, make the play, make a firm throw over to first to complete the out.
So here's Ian Sobato, the left fielder, but first we're going to have Wilhelm go out to the mound and get together with Birch for a minute as Davis comes in, also be part of that conversation as well. As we welcome you to our broadcast today and welcome you to the Union broadcast booth here as well. As the meeting at the mound breaks up, two infield position players go back to their positions. And each pitcher is retired batters in order. We've had 7 batters up total in the first inning plus, and 7 in a row retired by our starting pitchers for both sides here today. Birch ready again. Next pitch hit foul off into the first base area as Knowles comes over to have a look. But it'll land on the roof of the auxiliary buildings down there. And it's 0-1.
Pocatello could have been expecting a bunt there as a third baseman, J.D. Gunderson, right before the pitch, moved up to even with the bag. He was behind the bag.
Breaking pitch on the inside half, and it's 0-2.
I like how Birch has employed that breaking ball, as he doesn't necessarily throw it with 2 strikes, hasn't yet, but he mixes it in at the beginning of the count, get those hitters off balance.
The 0-2. Off, swung on and missed. So chases one out of the zone, strikeout number 2 for Birch, and there's 2 down here in the second inning. Here is Austin Wolf, the big first baseman for Portland. Hitting from the left side. As Birch works from the extreme first base side of the rubber, Roxon comes home, and the first pitch runs it away from him, and it swung on and missed. And it's no balls and 1 strike.
There hasn't been much secret to Birch. Here it is, hit it, and his fielders have done a great job behind him, along with the 2 punch-outs and the 5 batters he's faced.
The 0-1. That's on the corner for a strike, and it's 0-2. Although he's a good pitcher, he's not the best pitcher on the staff. The best pitcher on the staff is standing in center fielder in Cade Evans. As I imagine if we see him tomorrow, it'll be more of what you see out of Birch as the pitch is hit foul down along the left field line, and it stays at 0-2. But as hard as Birch throws, McCade Evans can throw even harder. Ready again is Birch. Roxon comes home, the 0-2. Ground ball again to the right side. Doing a good job keeping the ball on the ground. Davis has it, goes across, and Pocatello, or I should say Portland, rolls over again here in the top of the second inning. We're scoreless after an inning and a half on this signature real estate group of Gillette broadcast, our coverage of the Northwest Regional Tournament.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Neither team has had a base runner as of yet, so we'll move along here to the bottom of the second inning. Gunnar Wilhelm, Cade Evans, and J.D. Gunderson due up here for the Pocatello Rough Riders here in the bottom of the second inning.
Real good start on the mound for Pocatello. Same with Portland, as they've been very good so far, as we've seen 9 hitters in the game, as you mentioned, Dan, 9 outs, and doing a little bit of different ways. As Pocatello, they've induced a lot of ground outs so far. It's been a little more mixed bag for the 3 outs for Portland.
So here's Wilhelm. Gunnar is the catcher for Pocatello. And Price's first pitch home to him is pulled right at the third baseman. Ingles has it, throws it across. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the second inning.
Very, very efficient, as you are on a pitch count here in American Legion Baseball. So anytime you can get an out on 1 pitch, that's great going forward. Because I imagine both these teams, if their plan is to go one starter the whole way, are going to try to get through this game with one pitcher, and that'll put them in a great spot for the rest of the week.
So here is Cade Evans, the center fielder. First pitch home to Cade, hit off the end of the bat, squirts it over to the right side. Glove there by the first baseman, Wolf, who beats Evans to the bag. 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the second inning. Boy, that's fairly economical work there for Price.
I was going to say everything I just said about the last play. You can basically roll it over to this play, as that was actually a good job getting off the mound by the pitcher. Sorry, I'm looking for the name real quick. But it was a great job getting over by Price to cover first base, although it was taken unassisted. You love to see a pitcher get active.
Here's J.D. Gunderson. Didn't mean to step on you, sorry. As he takes the first pitch down and away, ball 1. 1-0. Gunderson, the third baseman, who is amongst a group of 5 players on this Pocatello team that are headed off to play college baseball at either Division I or Division II level. I say 5. One of those, of course, is the pitcher, Brady Birch, who we've already talked about. He's going to go run track at the Division I level. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball up the middle when we have a base runner. A 2-out single by J.D. Gunderson here in the bottom of the second inning.
It's a great piece of hitting there by Gunderson, just sending that pitch back where it came from, up the middle. When they teach hitting, they teach you just stay on the ball, back up the middle, and Gunderson does a great job right there for the first base runner of the match.
So here's the first baseman, Caden Knowles. As big as Knowles is, he's a great contact hitter. He's very difficult to strike out. He's also very selective as the first pitch is up high, ball 1, 1-0.
We'll see if Gunderson or if Pocatello decides to put Gunderson on the move at first, get a little motion in the infield, see if he can get something going here with 2 outs in the inning.
Doesn't have a very big lead as the next pitch is over for a strike and it's 1-1.
It's always interesting to see how a pitcher does from the stretch the first time in a game as well. Sometimes, in a rare occasion, they'll struggle.
They go back over to first base and Gunderson back to the bag.
But you imagine at this level, a lot of the pitchers are going to be able to pitch from both the windup and the stretch.
Here's the 1-1. That's hit back up the middle. And he's gloved there by the shortstop. Heck of a play by Altmark as he throws to first base and not in time.
That's a great play. Great hustle there from Gunderson heading to second base, because if he jogs and takes that for granted that it's going to be a ground ball to the middle infield, it's going to be an easy out at second base. They do get him out at second. Instead, hustles in, and he earns the hitter Knowles an infield single.
So runners at first and second and 2 outs, and now here's the right fielder, Ryan Foltz. As Price backs off before coming home. And it's no pitch, obviously, as Foltz will climb back in. Kind of holds the glove up around his chin, peeks around it, now sets at the belt. And the first pitch to Foltz, the fastball in the outside corner. Just one thought, or you're talking about guys having a hard time adjusting between working out of the windup and out of the stretch. That's where just a simple 2-word term comes for pitchers: repeatable mechanics. If you repeat that, the motion's the same. Once you break your hands and bring the leg up and head forward, everything should be the same, whether it's from the stretch or the windup as the pitch is down low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
On the mound, went slide step with the runner just on first base. Now if there's a runner on second, less opportunity to steal third. There's a little more time for your catcher. He's kicking the leg, going from a full leg kick.
The 1-1. Swung on and missed. It's 1-2.
Which, in my personal opinion, I like that out of a pitcher. You use the slide step to try to keep that runner at first. And if you're not worried about that runner taking third, going from the full leg kick allows you to have those same repeatable mechanics and makes your mechanics a lot easier to repeat instead of going from the slide step where everything has to speed up.
Price with the 1-2 pitch. Rolled foul back behind home plate. And that, for those watching on mylocalradio.com on the video stream, You see that big G painted in the turf behind home plate? No, it's not an homage to the Georgia football program. It stands for Gillette. Ready again, the 1-2. Swung on and missed. He went off speed. Had him out in front of it as he collects his second strikeout. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left for Pocatello here in the second. We'll go to the third, scoreless on the Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette's broadcast of the Northwest Regional Tournament.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Trust, hard work, and experience is what you'll find at Brian's Muffler Shop in Evanston. Quality work at a great price, Brian's Muffler is the perfect fit for oil changes, stock and performance mufflers, and Anderson hitches and accessories. Call Brian's Muffler today, 789-7021.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth as we go here to the top of inning number 3 as Cooper Smith falls behind early in the count here. No balls and 2 strikes as we welcome you back to the Union broadcast booth. The 0-2 pitch up and in. Kind of moves him back a little bit, but now it's 1-2. Birch has struck out 2 through the first 2 innings as Portland's still looking for their first base runner here this afternoon. As the next pitch swung on and missed, got him to chase one out of the zone. That big curveball runs it away from the right-handed hitters as Smith goes down on strikes.
Yeah, we talked about how Birch hadn't gone to that curveball yet in a 2-strike count. He goes to it there and has the hitter way out in front.
So with 2 outs, the catcher Owen Tilden will come up as the first pitch is a fastball on the outside corner for a strike. I've seen this out of Birch so many times. When he is on, look out. He's going to paint the corners, and he's going to live both inside and outside. Breaking pitch on the outside edge again, and quickly he jumps ahead 0-2.
So far in the matchup, we talked about fielders getting into the game. All 4 infielders have had a ground ball or been fed an assist.
0-2 rolled foul, and it stays no balls and 2 strikes.
As an infielder, you love that. You're on your toes, ready to go, just because you know the ball can come to you at any moment, and especially with the way Birch is attacking the strike zone.
0-2 pitch. Off speed, out in front of it, swung on and missed. Wilhelm dropped it, has to record the out at first base, which he does. So it's a strikeout, 2-3 on the put out. And with 2 outs, that'll bring out Tristan Sober. Sober, the center fielder. Sieber is how they pronounce it.
And we saw last half inning, a little bit of a 2-out rally. Sieber looking to do the same thing.
Hits the first pitch on the ground. There's Davis again. For the 4th time today, he gobbles it up and throws across in time for the out, and it's another easy inning for Brody Birch as they go out 1-2-3, and we'll go bottom 3. We're still scoreless on this Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette presentation of Northwest Region Tournament Baseball.
I'm Kendall Roberts with the Wyoming Seatbelt Coalition. Whether your car is a classic car or a new one, buckle up every time. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hardworking staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
We go to the bottom of the third. We'll still scoreless. Dan Hubbard with you, along with Aaron Poling and our producer engineer here for the first game this afternoon, Elon Olaf. We're coming to you from Gillette.
Blackhawk, Vaughn, and Davis.
As Elias Blackhawk will lead off for Pocatello here as we go to the bottom of the third. Glad that we can be with you. We're happy to bring you all of these ball games here this weekend. 4 games today, 4 games tomorrow. And they'll get into where the point where the teams are starting to be eliminated, and we'll have 2 games for you Friday and Saturday, then the championship game on Sunday.
Should be a great tournament. Stay tuned all week.
Oh, looking forward to this. This is going to be fun. Here's Blackhawk, and the first pitch is on the outside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, if the first 2.5 innings are any indication of what we're going to get all week, it's going to be a great week.
0-1 to fastball. And Blackhawk taking it and quickly falls behind 0-2.
Both pitchers are really attacking the strike zone in the contest.
The 0-2 offering. This is outside. You would think at this point of the year, as they're playing at this time, they're probably 8-9 months into their season. The 1-2 is up high, 2-2. There's not much you can to throw at these guys. It's going to be different. The difference is that the pitchers that they're going to see pretty much throughout the weekend are going to be at a dominant level. Ground ball past the mound. Here comes the shortstop at mark from the edge of the infield grass. Throws across in time for the out.
Sliding ahead first into first base is Blackhawk. Love to see the effort, but in my personal opinion, from what I've seen, it looked like he slowed down to dive into the base, where if you just run through it, you're a little bit quicker. It's only maybe about a 1/10 of a second difference, but that could be the difference between out and safe.
So back to the top of the order, and Jace Vaughn up there, as that's out down low, ball 1. We talked about all the different guys and signing letters of intent to go play college baseball. Vaughn is one of those. As the pitch misses inside, he's signed. He's going to go play at Mesa College in Mesa, Arizona. And they got a first-hand look at Vaughn for the last couple of years. The Pocatello program, they go down and play during the holiday times down in Phoenix at holiday tournaments, off-season tournaments. And the coaching staff at Mesa College got a first-hand look at Vaughn the last couple of years. 3-0 pitch, taking all the way, and takes a strike, and it's 3-1.
Just another reason to play as many games as possible and in many different places as possible. You never know who's watching.
Here's the 3-1. Big chopper toward the shortstop. Altmark has to wait, get that big hop, and able to make the play over in time for the second out.
That's the turf. Once again, we talked about it a couple times in our pregame show, that second bounce, as that one really hopped up nearly over the head of the shortstop, Hladky.
So here is Luke Davis. Davis flew out to right field. That's the only ball that Price has allowed to be hit in the air through the first 8 outs that he has recorded. That pitch is down low and outside, ball 1. Everything else is out via strikeout or a ground ball in the infield. That pitch misses the outside corner, and it's 2-0.
Price fell behind the last hitter, was able to battle back here, but he probably wants to come at him 2-0.
Leaves the breaking pitch up high, ball 3, 3 balls and a strike.
It's kind of a bit of a revolution in pitching where pitchers are going to go to their off-speed stuff in hitters' count to try to get the hitter off balance instead of just grooving a fastball.
3-0. There's the fastball on the outside corner at the knees, and it's 3-1.
Even that fastball is really well located. 3-0 You don't necessarily want to swing at a pitch down at the knees.
And the 3-1 is up high, ball 4. There's the first walk allowed today by Jackson Price.
On the last at-bat, the Pocatello team, they started a little bit of a 2-out rally, looking to do the same here as they were able to get back-to-back base hits as they have a real good spot in the order due up for a rally.
And this is kind of an ideal situation right here for Pocatello. You have a strong, powerful contact hitter at the plate as he hits the first pitch foul. And with a runner at first base, that leaves Wolf, the first baseman for Portland, planted there on the bag. And that means that the right side of the infield for Serrano is going to be left wide open. And as good as Serrano is, he can get the big end of the bat out in front and pull one into right field very easily. Takes that one the other way again. Going to pitch down and in. It's 0-2.
He swung the bat 4 times now in his 2 at-bats. 3 out of the 4 times. It looked like he's trying to drive that ball the opposite way, staying with it, trying to go inside out.
Small lead by Davis with 2 outs over at first base. Bryce ready, comes home. That ball hit off the thumbs into short center, and it's going to fall. As they come up to get it, throw back behind the runner going to third base. Davis able to go all the way to third, and there's runners at the corners after the 2-out single by Serrano.
That's great base running right there by Davis, as with 2 outs, he was off on the crack of the bat. He hit the bag, and he had no doubt he was heading to third base in with head first slide safely, as there are a lot more ways to score from third base than there are second. I love in a tournament like this being super aggressive on the base paths. Make them throw you out.
So here's Gunnar Wilhelm, who grounded out his first time up. Up there now to get his chance to get his team on the scoreboard. First pitch, breaking pitch, misses inside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Davis at third, Serrano at first. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Price ready. Here comes the next pitch. That's sprayed foul off the first base side, and it's 1-1.
This is a big at-bat here in the game. You want to score first in a game like this, especially the way that the Pocatello pitching is rolling right now on the mound. If you can score first, that'll be a huge momentum boost.
Price comes home, and that ball hit into right field. That's going to get the run in as Pocatello goes on top 1-0. RBI single by Gunnar Wilhelm.
RBI single, number 1, Gunnar Wilhelm.
Just a great piece of hitting right there, going the other way on a fastball on the outer third of the plate. He just goes right where the pitch is thrown, hits it in between the first baseman and the second baseman, with the first baseman holding the runner on. It's great situational hitting there from Wilhelm. Puts his team up on top 1-0.
So here's Cade Evans. Cade, the center fielder. And the thing about this Pocatello lineup is they keep running big guys at you again and again and again. When you go down and hang around or just watch these guys before the game, they are just physically imposing more than in most teams that you're around. All their guys are just big and strong as Cade takes the first pitch down and in, ball 1.
So say a lot of looking up for me, as a lot of these kids are much, much taller than I am, and that's what you want in a baseball player, big, athletic kids, and this Pocatello team is full of them.
Next pitch misses outside. It's almost like Price wasn't sure coming home with that pitch. He started and then stopped. Now hold on. That's going to get Joe Duran, the head coach for the Portland team, out of the dugout and head out to the mound. Was almost surprised that pitch wasn't called a balk. He moved his front foot and stopped and then reset and came home. It didn't look like he didn't feel comfortable or wasn't confident in the pitch he was about to throw. And luckily for him, it was a pitch outside, and the skipper wants to come out and talk to everybody in the infield here and get a chance with 2 outs and a couple of men on base.
And while we have some time, we want to send a huge thank you to Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette, as they are a big sponsor and a big part of us being able to come out here and broadcast these games. We really appreciate that, as we are able to bring you all 14 to 15 games, depending how the tournament shakes out in the end. Every single game is going to be brought to you here on mylocalradio.com.
Home plate umpire goes out to kind of speed things along. as everyone back to their spots around the infield.
That's a good mound visit. If your pitcher is unsure in a situation like this, especially after giving up that first run of the tournament, it's good to go talk to him, reset him, allow him to get a break. Just let him know, hey, man, you get one more out, you're out of the inning.
So he'll work out of the stretch. Looks back at Serrano with a walking lead away from second base and ground ball towards short. Altmark has that from the edge of the infield grass. Will throw across in time for the out. And Pocatello will have to settle for the one run as Evans grounds out to the shortstop. One run, couple of hits. We also leave 2 men on base once again as we're done with 3 innings here this afternoon. It's Pocatello 1, Portland nothing on the Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette presentation of the Northwest Region Baseball Tournament.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. Having your office equipped with the right technology makes all the difference in the world. With a lower cost per print, we will supply you with the right technology for the best price. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions, 133 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cash Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
Well, we go to the fourth. 1-0 Pocatello leading. It'll be the top of the order due up here for Portland is Eric Altmark at the plate. First pitch called a strike. Next pitch is sliced right along the left field side. Blackhawk is there, then lost it for a minute and had to jump. Knocked it down but couldn't hang on to it and get it back in.
That was a line drive right at him. Sometimes as an outfielder, that can be the toughest play as that ball hit directly towards you. Your instinct is to want to come in because you think it's going to drop in front of you, but the ball hangs up longer than you expect, as it did there.
They give Altmark a hit, so that's the first hit of the game for the Portland team as they go first base and back to the bag is Altmark. If you heard the official score over there, Aaron, he get a hit because of the pitch up and in. 1 ball and no strikes because Blackhawk, with the extraordinary effort, trying to jump and get the ball, had to go off his glove, as the rule book allows. With an extraordinary effort like that, you can rule a hit.
Yeah, but if he takes one step back, hits him in the chest, though. So it's one of those close.
Show bunt, pop up in foul territory. Wilhelm can't get to it, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, if you're on the mound and that's the first hit you give up, maybe. I don't know if you can appeal. I know at the major league level you can appeal a hit if it gets into that situation, but I don't think you can in Legion baseball. But on the mound, that's a tough first hit to give up. But there's a job to do as you got to refocus.
The 1-1. Breaking pitch on the inside corner for a strike, and the throw through is in time.
It's a great throw there by Wilhelm. One hop off the turf. And that's a great job covering the bag and blocking a little bit of the bag so that way the runner has to slide back in towards the inside part of the plate, or of the base, excuse me. Makes the tag a lot easier that way. Great job by Davis.
Now the 1-2 pitch on the way to Scott. That's hit in the air to center. Evans has to turn and go back, still going back, but able to make the play going away.
It's a great play by Evans as he's on the retreat, covering a lot of real estate. And speaking of real estate, we want to thank Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette again for allowing us to come out here and do these games. Once again, Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette.
So 2 outs, nobody on. And here is J.D. Cannon, who grounded out back in the first inning. First pitch to the left-handed hitting second baseman is on the outside corner of the breaking pitch, and it's 0-1. Birch trying to feel a little bit now in the fourth inning as he's starting to work a little bit quicker. As the pitch is down low, and it's a ball and a strike.
He's been very efficient so far. Lots of ground outs to his infield. The infielder on their toes.
The 1-1 is down low. Ball 2 balls and a strike.
Thinking back on it, I'm not sure if we've seen a 3-ball count here from Pocatello on the mound.
No, I don't remember one. 2-1 pitch. Off the plate, down there, Gunderson able to grab it over to third base as J.D. straightens and throws him out over at first. No runs in the inning for the Rebels, although they do get their first hit of the game. But they leave, he's thrown out trying to steal, so no runs, 1 hit, and nobody left here in the top of inning number 4. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th on the Signature Real Estate Group of a Gillette presentation of the Northwest Region Baseball Tournament.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera.
The world needs more cowboys.
Gunderson, Knowles, and Foltz due up here for Pocatello in the bottom of inning number 4. They lead it 1-0. As Price comes home with the first pitch, ground ball past the mound, charging again is Altmark from the infield grass once again, able to throw out the base runner as Gunderson's out 6-3.
Yeah, defensively, both teams have been very sound. Pocatello obviously in the the bottom half of the last inning. They had the one fly ball that dropped in, but on a great defensive play, they erased that mistake. But defense is going to be great all week.
Here's Caden Knowles, who had one of the 2 hits in the second inning, and takes that pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1. So a run on 4 hits overall here for the team from Pocatello. No runs, 1 hit for Portland. The 0-2.
It's a really good 0-2 pitch right there, trying to extend the outer black as much as possible. See if you can get that call, as you have a pitch to waste there.
0-2 pitch, again, misses outside. So 2-2 on Knowles. Price ready again. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Hit it off the end of the bat. A little slow roller to the left side. There's the third baseman, Ingles, to gobble that up and throw him out. So 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 4th, rather. And with 2 outs, here's Ryan Foltz.
That was a real good breaking ball there. Sometimes you don't get the strikeout on the breaking ball, but you can induce weak contact just by going to the off-speed pitch. Does there. Great job. 2 outs in the inning.
Ground ball in the first pitch. Hits it by the third baseman, Ingles. First hit of the game for Foltz, 5th of the game for Pocatello. The 2-out hit puts Ryan over at first base, and that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Elias Blackhawk.
All 5 hits so far for Pocatello. They've all come with 2 outs. It seems that once they get to 2 outs in the inning, they really bear down and they really try to extend the inning.
So here's Blackhawk. First pitch to Elias is over for a strike. 0-1. Yeah, you're right. They do get a little more aggressive with 2 outs and just try to put the ball in play more, hit it hard someplace on the ground. The 0-1. That misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, on the ground with this turf, if you hit it hard and it's not directly at someone, you have a great chance for a base hit just because that ball is going to skip through the infield. It's going to stay hot. The grass won't slow it down as there is no grass. It's turf.
Next pitch to Blackhawk. Sprays this one to right. Coming up is the right fielder, Scott. Puts it away. And Pocatello gone here in the 4th inning. No runs, a hit, 1 left. Still 1-0 Pocatellos will go to the 5th on this Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette broadcast of the Northwest Region Tournament.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, BAS, and our brand new cybersecurity, also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back. 1-0 Pocatello through 4 as we go here to the 5th. Alex Ingalls leads it off and hits a ground ball to the right side, and that goes off the glove of Davis.
That could be the break the Barbers are looking for.
That'll be an error on Davis. They have the leadoff man aboard for the 2nd inning in a row. So first error of the game for either side. And now here is Ian Sabala, the left fielder, as they'll go to first base, and back to the bag is Ingalls. Sabala, strikeout victim his first time up. As Burt's ready, ground ball to third. Nice play there. Go to first. It's a second one. Back to first. Not in time as the throw pulled Knowles off the bag.
What a play by Davis there at second base. First of all, Gunderson with the pick at the hot corner. That throw was low. Davis did a great job going down, picking the ball, and able to keep his momentum going towards first to make a pretty good feed over, all things considered. As we're going to get a conversation with the home plate umpire, he's going to try to, as it looks like all the umpires are going to meet up.
They want to check on Knowles. They're kind of appealing whether Knowles was on the bag still or not, like the base umpire called. It wasn't a great return throw from Davis. Kind of Knowles had begun his stretch, and the throw was up the line to the outfield side of the bag, and he had to kind of lean over and try to do all that and still keep a toe on the bag.
And with that, we're going to make a quick programming note. Tomorrow, games will start at 8:30, as we're going to run them as soon as possible because, as Dan noted in the pregame, the weather will be coming through tomorrow, as they'll try to get in all 4 games as quickly as possible.
So we'll start an hour earlier tomorrow, which means we'll have our pregame show about 8:15 tomorrow morning. So breakfast at the ballpark. First pitch here to Austin Wolf, over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Want to talk about that play there made by J.D. Gunderson at third base. There's an old adage when you're trying to turn double plays. As that pitch outside, ball 1-1. First man sure, second man quick. Got to make sure you make a good play, get that first out. And that's exactly what Gunderson did. Although he sprawled to smother that ball at third base, he was still able to right himself enough to get to a knee and be able to make a good throw to second base, and get an out.
Yeah, that was a great play just to pick that ball over at third base, as that was off the bat with some velocities. He made sure to get the one out.
Here's the 1-2 to Wolf. This is inside, 2-2.
Because on a ground ball like that, it can almost be catastrophic if you get no outs. That would make it first and second, nobody down in the inning.
And for him, going to second base was really the only play that he had. The 2-2. Sliced along the left field line. Blackhawk coming over in fair ground. Dropped it again over into the corner. So it'll be a fair ball down along the left field line. As again, Blackhawk not able to hang on to the ball.
Could be just first game of the tournament nerves, getting those fly balls. They seem to stay up in the air longer when you're a bit nervous, as it looks like that one just kind of stayed up, and was unable to haul that in.
Second error of the inning against Pocatello. Runners at first and second. Cooper Smith, the designated hitter up there. Go ahead.
Big opportunity for Portland right here to get this game tied.
Exactly. Breaking ball for a strike, and it's 0-1. This is where Birch really needs to buckle down here, bow his neck, as my high school coach used to say, and get out of this situation. As a couple of errors in the inning by the defense behind him have put men on base. The 0-1. Ground ball again to the left side. Gunderson goes to second one. Much better return throw. Not in time again.
It was a great job there by Davis to get out of the way, as that was a pretty close play at second base. A lot of times you'll see second baseman, if they take too long, they will have a collision with that runner who's sliding into the base, which he rightfully is able to do. Davis gets out of the way, gets a good firm throw over, just not quite in time.
So there's 2 outs. Runners at the corners. Owen Tilden will come up. And Portland still without a hit in this inning. And the first pitch to Tilden, breaking ball, misses inside.
See what they do with the runner on first, Smith. First and third. Sometimes they'll just send that runner, see if they can draw the throw, just to try to scratch that run home.
Go over to first base. And Smith back in with a dive over there.
Gunderson doing it all in the inning. He's backing up the throw back from the first baseman just in case. You can't be too sure in this situation.
Now the 1-0. Breaking pitch over for a strike, and it evens up at a ball and a strike. Tilden, a strikeout victim his first time up. So 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Birch ready again. Next pitch swung on and missed, and he's a pitch away from getting out of the inning. A ball and 2 strikes.
We talked about how his fastball is his number one go-to, and in trouble, he's going right to that old number 1.
See if he goes back to that again. Tries to get him to chase one off the plate. Ground ball to third. Gunderson charges hard, throws across, and once again, Pocatello gets out of the inning. No runs, no hits, a pair of errors, and they leave both men on base. As still done with 5 innings, it's Pocatello 1, Portland nothing on this signature real estate group of Gillette presentation of the Northwest Region Tournament.
Water testing, community enhancement grants, seedling trees and wildflowers, classroom lessons and specialty workshops, composting and conservation of water and soil. The Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve Uintah County residents. Visit our website today, uintacountycd.com.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe. I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family. I buckle up because it keeps me safe. Go Pokes, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Remember, still to come, Game 2 of 4 today will feature the team from Helena, Montana, as they'll take on Cheyenne, Wyoming, one of 2 teams from Wyoming in the tournament. That's scheduled to be about a 12:30 first pitch coming up after we're done. But we got a dandy rolling here as we go to the bottom of the 5th, 1-0 Pocatello. As the Runnin Rebels from Pocatello will come up. It'll be the top of the order, Jace Vaughn, Luke Davis, and Martin Serrano.
One last thing about that last half inning. That defensive play at third base by Gunderson is nowhere near as easy as he made that play look. To catch field on the run on a slow chopper, excellently done.
So here's Vaughn. The first pitch to Jace is swung on and missed. Jace 0 for 2. Grounded out twice so far here in the game.
Yeah, pitching's really been the story of this contest.
The 0-1. A little roller to the right side. 2 hops played there by the second baseman Cannon. And Vaughn now 0 for 3. So with 1 out, here's Luke Davis. Davis, who has scored the only run of the game, walked in the second inning with 1 out. Check that with 2 outs. And then back-to-back hits got him home as he takes the first pitch for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Seems very fitting that the one run in this contest has come on the one blemish, the one free pass.
The 0-1 pitch, foul into the screen, and it's 0-2.
It kind of just shows the importance on the mound of you can't walk players. For some reason, psychologically, it always feels like when you give up a hit, it feels like the other team earned it. When you walk a batter, it feels like they didn't earn it and you just gave it to them.
0-2. Bounces up there, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I'd like to see their 2 strikes, the catcher. Wilhelm getting down, knocking that one down just in case the swing comes.
Price ready again. Now the 1-2 offering. In the dirt. Stays down low, and it's 2-2. Two count again. Misses down low. As Jackson Price really trying to make an effort to keep the ball down. And he's kept it too far down. Now runs the count full, 3-2. Here on Luke Davis.
Just has to make a little bit of an adjustment, bring it up a bit, as this stuff is still playing good.
The 3-2 offering, again off the thumbs, hit on the ground to the right side. Cannon has that and throws him out.
Yeah, he comes back, makes a great pitch on the inside part of the plate, jams the hitter, gets a very weak ground ball.
Brings up the designated hitter, number 11, Martin Serrano.
Martin Serrano, the DH, coming to the plate. Has one of the 5 hits in the game for Pocatello. He's also struck out. And the first pitch here is going to be lined right back into center field.
Once again, with 2 outs, that's just a great piece of hitting. When they coach it, that's exactly what they want to see, is that line drive back up the middle. It means he is perfectly on time with that ball. Put a good swing on it, and now he's on first base looking to do some 2-out damage.
After going out in order in the first inning, Pocatello's had at least 1 base runner in each of the next 4 innings here as we play in the bottom of the 5th. With a 2-out hit by Serrano, that'll bring up the catcher, Gunnar Wilhelm. First pitch to Wilhelm on the outside corner to strike.
And, that brings the extra pitches out of the pitcher. That could affect Portland later in the tournament, so you got to keep grinding if you are Pocatello.
That next pitch is up high and evens the count at 1-1. In basketball, they say guys that are always around the facility are gym rats. Well, for the Pocatello players, when in their off hours, don't have practice for one of the other sports they're participating in, they all hang around the baseball academy business that the head coach of the varsity team for Pocatello High School, owns their in town. So literally, they are always around the batting cages, swinging, throwing, when they're not doing their other sports. 2-1 pitch swung on and missed. And it is 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense, and that's kind of probably the reason why they're here. It makes sense that they won a high school state tournament, and they're in the regional tournament.
2-2 pitch, breaking ball, misses down low. Now it runs the count full. So Serrano will get a head start over there at first base with 2 outs and a full count. He'll be away on the pitch. So the first baseman, Wolf, now will move back and play behind Serrano on the defense. As Price has the sign that he wants, sets at the belt, and the 3-2 pitch is high, ball 4.
It's a really good take, as that pitch was just maybe a couple inches high. It wasn't high by much, but it's a great take there. Draws the walk, puts a runner in scoring position.
So here is Cade Evans up there. Cade has grounded out a couple of times. First pitch home to Evans. Misses outside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. If I wanted a player to be up in this situation, as much it'd be nice to have Serrano up there, Evans is the guy that I would really want up there. The 1-0. Right back to the box. Got to get it on his hands. Got into his kitchen, as the players like to say. And a 1-hopper back to the pitcher, and he grounds out 3-1. No runs, a hit, a walk, and 2 left. As we're done with 5, we'll roll into inning number 6. It remains 1-0 Pocatello on the Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette presentation of the Northwest Region Tournament.
Red Devil pride runs deep with the team at Callis Automotive. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders. You'll always find quality products at fair prices at Callis Automotive. We're proud to serve our customers, our community, and our Evanston Red Devils. Stop in today. Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Get a degree or certification, earn your high school GED, get job skills, become CPR certified, or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta BOCES number 1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
Through 5 here in Gillette. 1 run, 6 hits, and 2 errors for Pocatello. No runs, 1 hit. No errors for Portland as we go to the top of the 6th inning. And Portland will start from the bottom of the order. Number 9 hitter Tristan Sieber will come up. Then back to the top of the order, and Altmark and Scott.
Last at bat for Portland, they were able to get some runners in a scoring position. Couldn't quite push one across, but it's good to see that.
Birch goes to the breaking pitch as Sieber shows bunt, pulls the bat back, and it'll be a ball 1.
I like the idea. Any way on is the 9 hitter. Get on base to the top of the order.
Shows bunt again, pulls it back, and again, it'll be 2 balls and no strikes. The other thing it's doing is it's getting J.D. Gunderson, the third baseman, to think bunt, and as it's got him up on the infield grass now. Again, shows bunt, rolls it up along the first base side. It'll go foul before Knowles picks it up, and it's now 2-1.
Instead of going down the third base line, what you typically see when a player is trying to bunt for a hit, trying to go down that first base line, see if he can push it past the pitcher and make it a foot race to the bag.
Well, that's exactly putting in the area he did. That was exactly what he was trying to do. As the pitch is up high, ball 3.
He's way ahead in the count here. It's a hitter's count. Get the pitch you hit the hardest in the spot you hit it the hardest.
The 3-1 offering is over for a strike. Sieber thought it was a ball. He was about ready to throw the bat away, and he took about 3 steps toward first base, and the umpire said, nope, come back here, son. You're not done yet. Now the 3-2. Breaking ball, inside corner, strike 3 called. So Sieber goes down on strikes.
Brings up the leadoff hitter, number 5, the shortstop, Eric Altmark.
Now back to the top of the order, and Eric Altmark, the shortstop.
And we talked about Birch not going to that breaking ball real often with 2 strikes there. He pulls it out and surprises the hitter for strike 3.
5th strikeout for Birch in the game. Here's Scott, who struck out his first time up, but has also flown out to center. He's 0 for 2. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Here's the 1-0. And takes that one a little bit low. Ball 2, 2-0.
Birch was in a 3-ball count his last at-bat, falling behind here, 2-0.
2-0 pitch on the corner.
I do like that he didn't just give in and throw a fastball down the middle. It is a 1-run game. There is a possibility that they could pull one over the fence for a home run. You still got to be careful.
2-1 offering is up high again, ball 3.
See where he goes here. Went to fastball, curveball behind 3-1 last time.
Comes after him again and fouling it off with Scott. And again, it's going to be another full count here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch to Altmark. It's thumbed along the line. It's going to get down. Coming over to get it is Blackhawk. Then he boots it. And Altmark is going to go all the way to second base.
Single for Altmark. Advances to second.
It's a nice piece of hitting there from Altmark. Is the ball got in on him, but he's just strong enough to be able to just push that ball over the third baseman's head into left field. It's a little bit of a gift there, as now he's on second base, 1 out in the inning.
And a very uncharacteristic 3rd error committed by the Pocatello team. So 1 out, puts the tying run at second base, and now here's Griffin Scott, the right fielder. 0 for 2, struck out and flew out to center, and now timeout as Wilhelm again wants to go out and go out to the mound.
Birch has done a good job continuing to have faith in his defense after the errors. It's been 3, but you know, he's still attacking hitters and forcing them to roll over to the infielders, and they're still getting outs that way, as he's still going to have to continue to attack the zone. They're only up 1-0.
So waiting this whole time at the home plate is Griffin Scott. And the first pitch to him, breaking ball, is up high. And it's ball 1.
Didn't quite snap that one all the way through as it floated above the zone. You want to really try to snap that curveball off. You want to work that at the bottom of the zone.
Looks back at second base where Altmark off to a walking lead. And next pitch again. Little breaking pitch runs away. And it's too far outside. Ball 2, 2-0.
Third straight hitter that, actually 4th straight hitter that Birch is falling behind.
Yeah, he's not getting out in front as aggressively as he was in the early innings. That pitch over for a strike, and it's 2-1.
So his first 2 pitches of this at-bat, he went slide step. There he goes, full leg kick. And I like that. If they're going to try to steal third, let him try. Your catcher has a great arm behind the plate, and Wilhelm will be able to throw him out. Allows for more balance as a pitcher.
Again, the tying run at second base with 1 out. And they'll throw the ball back to second base as Davis tried to sneak in behind the base runner. Scott trying to do anything he can to get the ball to the right side. Get Altmark to third. Birch comes home again, ground ball to third. That's to Gunderson. Holds the runner, throws him out. Nice play by JD.
Textbook there from Gunderson as he fields that ball. His first look was at second base. That runner was going back right away, fires it across, then gets back to third to cover just in case that runner decides to go.
So here is J.D. Cannon, who's grounded out a couple of times. He's up there now with the tying run at second base and 2 outs.
Birch ready. Comes home in the first pitch, breaking ball in the outside corner for a strike.
It's a good breaking ball, a good wrinkle. A lot of his at-bats, he started first pitch fastball from Birch. Goes curveball there in a huge situation with 2 outs. And that tying run on second.
The 0-1. Hit foul back into the screen. And he's 0-2, and he's 1 pitch away again from wiggling off the hook.
He's ahead 0-2. Doesn't have to give him anything too pretty to hit. Doesn't have to throw a strike here either. He can kind of try to nip at a corner, try to see if he can elevate a fastball, get a chase. There's so many things he can do here ahead 0-2.
Looks into Wilhelm, has the sign that he wants. Now comes home with the 0-2. Missed outside. 1-2. He went back hard instead of taking a little wrinkle. And ran it outside, tried to get him to chase, but he wouldn't do it. Now the 1-2 pitch. Sliced foul.
There goes a BK
Like a pretty good breaking ball there. As that ball was just flipped over the fence. As a hitter here, trying to get something that you can handle. If it's in the zone, but it's not a great pitch for you to swing at, to hit hard, try to just get rid of it.
1-2's poked foul out along the third base side.
Just like that. As that pitch looked borderline. And the hitter, Cannon, does a great job there just getting rid of that ball.
So a ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Time called as Cannon thought that Birch was taking a little bit too much time for his liking. So he climbs back in, Birch on top, looks into Wilhelm, who's dealing out the cards from behind home plate. Now Birch comes ready, and the little drop down curveball hit along the left field line, coming over to make the catch in time for the out. So once again, he's able to get off the hook. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 1-0 Pocatello on the Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette presentation of the Northwest Region Tournament.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. From insulation and scaffolding to paintings and coatings, our crews are standing by to assist with new construction, maintenance projects, facility shutdowns, and more. Contact us today to ensure your assets are protected and functional. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Well, heck of a play. Left fielder for Pocatello, able to go back into the corner, round up that baseball. As new pitcher coming on for Portland as we all go scrambling for our rosters, as it is Hunter Allen Robinson in the pitch.
Now on the mound for Portland, number 7, Hunter
Can
Robinson.
officially close the book on Price as he goes 5 innings, allows 1 run on 6 hits. As I thought he was very effective in the game as he attacked the hitters. And outside of the 1 blemish in the bottom of the 3rd inning, he was nearly perfect.
He walked 2 and struck out 2 as well. As we go here to the bottom of the 6th, and the first pitch is inside ball 1 as J.D. Gunderson will lead it off.
Yeah, sometimes uncorking one on your first pitch of the game, making the hitter move his feet, can be real effective as it makes it an uncomfortable at bat.
Next pitch hit foul again, right back into the screen. So Robinson comes in. And immediately comes right after J.D. Gunderson, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
As that ball popped up, middle of the infield. Cannon, the second baseman, on the infield grass to make the catch.
That's good communication there by the Portland infield as the catcher was pointing up, the pitcher was pointing up, the left side of the infield was pointing up as the second baseman, Cannon, calls off the rest of the team to make the play.
So here's Caden Knowles, the first baseman, has one of the 6 hits for Pocatello this afternoon, and takes the first pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Bases empty, 1 out, bottom 6 in a 1-0 game. It's hitting toward right center field, and again, it's going to get down, and it's going to roll all the way to the fence. Knowles will trot into second base and has an extra base hit with 1 out here in the 6th.
It's a great job by Foltz, the right fielder, getting to that ball in time just to hold the runner to second. A triple with 1 out could be catastrophic for Portland as they face a 1-0 deficit already heading to their last at bat. They want to try to keep it here, so great job by Foltz just to hold that runner to a double.
So 1 out, little insurance run standing out at second base, see if they can pick up the base runner, as here is Ryan Foltz, who's 1 for 2 on the afternoon. As first pitch to Foltz is up high, ball 1.
Now Foltz, at the end of this at bat, ideally you'd want the runner standing on third.
You got to try to get it to the right side anyway, at the very least, to get him over to third. As that pitch is down low again, ball 2.
It's a great stop there by the catcher, Tilden, as those balls in the dirt, they amplify when there's runners in scoring position.
Alex Wynn, who came in to play left field last half inning for Blackhawk, is waiting on deck. Two balls and a strike. As the pitch to Foltz, ground ball back up the middle, behind the bag, gobble up there by Cannon, who throws high, and it's going to not only be safe, but the air is going to allow the runner to come in, and it's 2-0.
The defense had been perfect for Portland up to that point. Then just that ball sailing out of the hand of Cannon makes a real fine backhand play. So unfortunately the throw gets away, and that allows that second run.
Scoring the run on an E4.
And they're gonna call that an infield hit. So it's 1-1, a hit and an error to get the run in. So here's the first pitch as Alex Wynn up there.
Direction, number 12, Alex Wynn.
Wynn hits the first pitch foul. So 2-0 Pokey. As the breaking ball misses inside. Ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, that extra tack-on run for at second base. Not a bad thing if you're Pokey to try to drive that in. Insurance runs are always great heading to your final inning.
Looks back again, comes home, and a pitch is hit foul. So Robinson touched up for a run in his first inning of work after Price battled for 5. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Alex Wynn. Next pitch misses down and away. Think about it, if you're gonna play your outfield around the other way, you got to make sure you're pitching him away. You want to try to induce him to hit the ball into the defense. You know, you're going to play the outfield that way. You don't want to come inside where he can pull the ball. 2-2. High again, ball 3.
And the 2 swings that Wynn has had, he's fouled him off down that first base line. So kind of looks like that's what Wynn is trying to do, and the defense looks like they're playing for it too.
He's trying to get the runner Foltz to third base with less than 2 outs. And the 3-2 pitch is hit right back up the middle, right through the pitcher's feet, but there's Altmark to grab it and throw him out.
That's a great team at bat there for Wynn. Hit the ball up the middle, allowed that runner to advance to third. There are a lot more ways to score from third base than there are second, so anything can happen now with that runner on third. Put your team in a great chance.
And go back to the top of the order, and Jace Vaughn, who's 0 for 3 today. Vaughn is not over too many times. He's grounded out 3 times and hits the first pitch in the air towards right center field, slicing away from the center fielder Sieber, but he's able to catch up with it. And Pocatello once again has to settle for the 1 run. 1 run on a pair of hits. Another first error of the game charged against Portland, and they leave 1 man on base as well. We're done with 6 as Portland will come back up. They need some offense. They trail 2-0 on the Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette presentation of Northwest Region Tournament Baseball.
Freeway Tire offers a nationwide service protection plan that covers service parts and labor on select systems, keeping your vehicle on the road. Plus, it includes coverage for towing, lockout service, flat tire changing, fuel, oil, and water delivery service, and jump starts. Knowing that your vehicle is covered at over 50,000 dealer locations nationwide provides that peace of mind wherever you are. Get the details. Visit Freeway Tire and ask about the service protection plan. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
Couple of changes for Pocatello as we go to the 7th inning, as Alex Wynn now comes in from his left field spot to take over on the mound, and Brady Birch, who was the pitcher, goes out as they just flip-flop and goes out to play in left field. So Birch, with a strong effort, went 6, gave up just a pair of hits, and did not allow a run.
Was able to pitch out of a couple of real tight jams when it was a 1-0 score. His team was able to score 1 in the bottom of the 6th tack on, but Birch did a fantastic job in a couple of innings escaping some jams.
It was able to really, you mentioned work out of jams, but always be around the plate. He did not walk anybody in his 6 innings of work. Alex Ingalls, Ian Sabalo, and then Austin Wolf do up.
So a couple schools of thought in your final at-bat. Some coaches will have kids continue to be aggressive. Some will have them take the first pitch.
And taking on the first pitch, and it misses inside, ball 1. Ingalls 0 for 2 officially, struck out, or I should say grounded out and reached on an error, as a breaking ball from Wynn is over this time, and it's a ball and a strike. Ground ball past the mound to the shortstop. There's Vaughn to gobble that thing up and throw across for the out.
The theme continues, just ground balls to the infield getting converted into outs for Pocatello, as they've only missed 1 opportunity on the infield to record an out.
So here's Ian Sabalo, hit into a fielder's choice and struck out. He also is 0 for 2 on the day. Wynn's first pitch is down low, ball 1, 1-0.
Post 158, number 22.
Patient at bat so far in the top of the 7th inning for Portland.
So this is not Sabalo at the plate. As a pitch over for a strike. As I take it back, this is Sabalo. As a pitch inside, ball 2, 2-1. Everybody up here in the press box all scrambling for their rosters. And who is this guy? Who is it? Cued off the end of the bat, hits it foul over by the first base dugout, and it's 2-2.
For Portland, you want to have a good team at bat. I mean, force as many pitches as possible. Try to get on base any way possible. Pass that baton.
2-0. Jammed him. A little weak ground ball to third. Gunderson has it. Throws. Almost pulled Knowles off the bag, but he's able to keep a toe on there.
That was an incredible stretch there from Knowles as he had to stretch into foul territory to make that play. Sometimes what's good behind a good infield is a great first baseman making a play like that.
So 2 outs, and Austin Wolf comes up. First pitch to Wolf takes a strike, and it's 0-1.
Looked like that possibly could have been an instruction for this Portland team. Take a strike.
The 0-1 is missing outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 offering hit in the air to center. Evans has to go back a few steps, still giving ground, but short of the track. Able to put it away as it's a complete game shutout win before I take it back. It's not a complete game as Birch gave way, but either way, Pocatello able to win it by the final score of 2-0 here this afternoon.
As we're just going to move right into our post-game show as it's the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap brought to you by Jimmy John's in Evanston, Rock Springs, Gillette, Sheridan, as well as to recap this one. Pocatello scores 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 6th. They win this ball game 2-0. Their final score line 2 runs on 8 hits. They had 3 errors in the field. For Portland, they have no runs, 2 hits, 1 error. As that is your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap. And it is time for your Dr. McKay Franco Precision Play of the Game. As we're kind of going over our score sheets, trying to figure out who we want to give that precision play to. As there's a couple of different options. I mean, we could go Gunderson at 3rd, as he made a couple of really good plays in a real tight jam for his team. But I think we ultimately got to give it to the RBI single. I'm trying to find on this score sheet.
Oh, the RBI single for the first one was by Wilhelm that got them on the board 1-0. And then later there was the Runnin came home on the error with Foltz singled, an infield hit, and then the error got the second runner home. And that's made the 2-0 lead and the final score.
As it sounds like we're going to give it to Gunnar Wilhelm for his RBI single, the game-winning RBI single here on day 1 of the 2023 Regional State Tournament, brought to you by Signature Real Estate as we move along to our Pepsi Player of the Game. And you got to go Birch. 6 innings on the mound, shutout baseball, real dominant. I mean, do you have any objections to that?
Absolutely not. He was the key to the game for Pocatello, as only 2 hits allowed, didn't walk anybody, struck out 5 in 6 innings of shutout ball.
Yeah, he really set the tone for this Pocatello team. If that's how their pitching staff's going to throw all week, I mean, obviously you don't give up a run all week, you're probably going to win the tournament. But if their pitchers give them an opportunity, this Pocatello team could really make a deep run. As that is going to do it for us here in the first game of our quadruple header. Join us as at about 12:30, or it looks like they're actually getting the players on the field, and they want to get this game going as quickly as possible. But we'll see. But we'll be back with game 2, as it will be Rocky Mountain, Colorado, taking on the Eagle River Wolves from Alaska. As it'll be Colorado taking on Alaska here in Game 2. I'm Aaron Poling. That's Dan Hubbard. Thank you to Elon Arliff on the 1s and 2s, our engineer for today's game. But we'll have the next game at 11:55 as we just got word. Until then, we'll see you then.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.